world of YouTube. Tearful Sight here. And went into a restaurant the other day, saw this picture. This is the owner of a restaurant in Worcester. I forgot the name of it, but it's a very high class, upper class. Talk about, hostesses coming up in suits and serving to bring you to your table. I will look up the name and I will put it in the description. But as soon as I started looking at this picture, because it had numbers all over it, immediately, bang, zoom, Shazam, right to the Zodiac Killer. Mind you, my wife come out last night and said, "Oh, there's a serial killer in California." Another one emerges from the darkest depths of Cali. And now one thing that caught my attention on this sign was the letters. And I'm thinking, what the hell? Why would a picture be, I'm thinking, why is this picture got a bunch of letters on the face? If you got a picture of an owner, why would you do this? And the guy came up to me, someone already helped me, because I was doing DoorDash, and they were asking me if I was all set and needed help. I said, "Oh, no, they went to go get my food. They went to go check on the order or whatever." And so I looked at the, the guy was standing there, and I say, "What's this picture?" He's like, "Oh, that's the owner." I said, "What's all these letters?" He's like, "Oh, something about a typewriter." And before he even said this, I wasn't thinking of the typewriter, but I was, like I said, thinking of why does this woman have all these, numbers. And then I really started looking close, and as you can see, there's an L, an at, and it never dawned on me to think of this. And I do believe that the Zodiac Killer did do some of his letters off a typewriter. Now, not only do they have, the Zodiac alphabet, I'm about to wonder how many Zodiac symbols or alphabet are off of this typewriter. And as you can see, I believe and want to say that's a Q, which that looks something similar to what I've seen in the Zodiac's decrypting letters. I believe I've seen a Q like that. Of course, you got these symbols, like the time symbol of 10 o'clock. You put the two regular dots. But what if some of these symbols were used for lettering? Say that Q. And even the L, I do believe I've seen that L. And that's one thing I've never heard anybody talk about. Even in the movie. Even the movie, the movie is set on Arthur Lee, which I don't understand why. Because that man was bald unless he bought himself a crew cut wig, which I don't even believe them existed. And the friggin' goddamn Zodiac Killer's head is pretty much like flat, and it looks flat, and his is bald and round. But could it be that some of the letters or symbols could have came off the typewriter that he did in them letters? Especially that L, just to throw people off. There is in one of the letters that was decrypted saying Z or an L, something in that nature, just using as example. And I believe it was a Z. It came off a Z letter, and it could have been an L or an S or something like that. It's not the accurate letters, but I remember that setting. Because the people, that were the couple that was sitting, oh, you want to do this, honey? And they decrypt the whole letter. They were, I don't know, whether they college teachers or something, or professors. And that was the man and woman that, knew this kind of stuff. And I believe they helped crack one of the letters. But all in all, could this be something that was used during one of the letters, of course, to throw everybody off? Because, I mean, when I said this to the guy now, and I'm talking about, hey, the Zodiac Killer, that's what this reminds me of. Because, look, there's a plus, there's an equal. I mean, if the Zodiac alphabet does lead to that, the plus, the equal sign too, well, there you go. Unless he could have used a plus and equal to the Z or the P, But all in all, as you can see, there's stuff on there that could be used, especially this Q. Even if that is a Q. Let me see. I believe it is a Q. But I do remember seeing one of them Qs in there. And I was thinking, what the hell is that straight down? Looks like a goddamn key. Looks like a skeleton key with, big friggin' fat round end. But this is something very interesting, and I bet you 10 to 1, a lot of stuff on that letter, even though they decrypted it, could have meant something else. And for nobody to even think of the typewriter for the symbols or lettering that could have been used, well, there it is. You see, there's so much stuff that could emerge from a case, and you just can't go on the basics. You just can't go on that simple one, that just the one article say so. You got to expand your mind. You always have to expand your mind. You got to think beyond imagination to get more thoughts, theories, and ideas. And that's what a lot of people lack of. But as soon as I saw this picture, man, that was the first thing that popped in my head. I am thinking, what the hell? This picture got all this crap on it. Why would someone do this? But obviously this woman maybe could have been like an operator, typewriter or something, or worked in an office or something, and all of a sudden, of course, now she owns a famous restaurant and so forth. But seems to be a nice place. I'll put this up in the description. But if anybody wants to go to an elegant, distinctive, high class, you ain't got to dress proper in this thing either. I mean, I seen a couple of people go in there with jeans on and a t-shirt. But, damn, it smelled damn good in there, folks. And I would recommend anybody who want to try it. It might be expensive, but I bet you get a nice, fresh cooked meal. But other than that, if anybody's ever heard of a typewriter and their symbols or words being used, let me know. Because this is the first time, and this is my time, that I bring out the typewriter. Mentioned by someone else. He got all excited when I started talking. It reminds me of the Zodiac. Oh, yeah. I said the symbols. I said the letters because I seen the symbols in the picture. And he's like, wow. He was amazed at what I was coming out with. But just that one little kick, that one little thing that could have been missed. would blow the whole thing all over in a different direction if someone had gone to an antique typewriter to check out if symbols or words or letters were used there. Because that could make a whole game changer in some cases. Or in this case, it could, or it couldn't. It could just be a laughable, blow up in my face joke, but something to think about, isn't it? New thought, theory, idea. That's right. And I have to put a shutout on this restaurant, is right. But that is it, folks. What do you think? Oh, is that the name? There it is. Ruth Furto, founder of Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. There it is. There it is. Anybody want to check out this restaurant? I recommend it. I ain't never been there, but I recommend it. I bet you get the best, fantastic, bon appetit meal of your life. One of them. So, check it out. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. That's it. A woman that probably came along as a secretary. Boom, bangs out a steakhouse. That's cool. But other than that, what do you think of my thought theory idea today? Let me know. Until then, next video, be safe, take care. And California, look out. You have another serial killer roaming. Hopefully someone will become a vigilante hero and turn back on that son of a bitch and kill him. Advice. Don't let that son of a bitch hunt you down. Get him. Out.